Have you ever wondered what it truly means to master your mind? In a world filled with distractions, chaos, and constant noise, how do some people remain calm, focused, and in control of their emotions? The answer isn't found in modern-day self-help books or quick-fix solutions. It lies in the wisdom of one of history's greatest philosophers, Marcus Aurelius. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius ruled with a calm brain and strong hand. He was a master of his own ideas rather than just a commander of soldiers. Captured in his personal writings known as Meditations, his lessons on how to handle life with serenity, wisdom, and resilience have ageless appeal. But how did Marcus Aurelius, a man nurtured in wealth and power, come to represent the essence of Stoic philosophy? What can we learn from him about growing our own thoughts in our always changing fast-paced environment? Today we are closely reading Marcus Aurelius's writings, uncovering 10 lessons that illuminate the mysteries of Stoicism and how you could apply them to master over your ideas and feelings. However, if your motivation is about exploring the depths of Stoic wisdom, learning how to lead a life of virtue, and honing the discipline of self-control, make sure you press that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before we start. You won't want to miss the knowledge revelations we have ahead. Let us start first with a story that carries us to the Roman streets of the 2nd century. Imagine a young Marcus Aurelius, not yet the emperor, walking amid the crowded markets, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of a developing city. Though surrounded with liveliness, Marcus is totally focused on the teachings of Epictetus and the old Stoic masters. Marcus was compelled to realize not from money, status, or outside events that true power came from inside. Even as a young man, he came to see that our only truly under our control is our own ideas. This belief became the basis of his perspective, enabling him to negotiate the various challenges he would face as emperor. But becoming mental master suggests something else entirely. And how can the lessons Marcus Aurelius found all those centuries ago still apply to us now? Let me divide it lesson by lesson. Lesson 1. Control what you can. Accept what you can't, beginning with a basic but powerful course of instruction. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Sounds easy then? Still, think about how often we find ourselves caught in events without our control. Whether it's a traffic jam making us late, someone else's unpleasant comment, or a last-minute schedule change, we let these outside occurrences disrupt our peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius came to see that the only thing we truly have power over is our mind, our ideas, actions, reaction to the curveballs of life. Beyond all else, that is beyond of our influence. The worst aspect is that the more we strive to control the feelings, the more agitated and frustrated we become. Marcus counsels us to focus on what we can, that is, our attitude, efforts, and point of view, rather than squandering time on things we cannot influence. Imagine the freedom that emerges from letting go of what we cannot control and focusing that energy into what we can. Learning to master your ideas and living a more strong, serene life is revolutionary. Lesson 2. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Now let us explore Lesson 2. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Imagine this: half view TV, check emails, swipe through your phone, and you suddenly feel overwhelmed. Always wonder why? This is so because our minds are always jumping from one thing to another and never really fix on the present moment. Marcus Aurelius was onto something long before mindfulness became the stage. Real power, he added, is the awareness of your ideas and feelings, free from letting them to control you. Think about this. How often do we react to circumstances without even knowing why we feel a specific way, acting automatically? Marcus would spend time daily thinking about his ideas and emotions. Why do I feel this way? He asked. Really, is this emotion helping me? This self-awareness approach helped him to be calm, targeted, and under control even under the most trying conditions. Though, in the fast-paced environment of today, it looks like a luxury. Mindfulness is definitely a necessary It's about stopping, breathing, then learning to see your own thoughts. Knowing helps you to distinguish a situation from your reaction, so guiding your choice of response. It's like a superpower grounding you, reducing stress, and allowing you to cool-headedly manage life. So, grab a page from Marcus's book. The next time you find yourself caught in a rush of ideas and feelings, pauses, inhales, and ask yourself, what am I actually thinking and feeling right now? That small awareness moment can make all the difference. Lesson 3. Embrace discomfort and adversity. Let's examine something we always seek to avoid: discomfort. But the secret to properly learning to regulate your thoughts is actually Lesson 3. Embrace discomfort and adversity. Marcus Aurelius embraced rather than shied away from challenges. Why? Because he understood that true development occurs in adversity. Consider Marcus confronting the terrible Antonine Plague, which tore across the Roman Empire. Rather than caving into anxiety or hopelessness, he saw as an opportunity to show fortitude and will, whether it's a demanding scenario at work, a difficult conversation, or even physical challenges. We usually consider discomfort as something to run from. Marcus guides us, nevertheless, to reverse the script. Accept rather than dread discomfort. See it as an opportunity to get stronger, learn, and develop moral character. Though difficult, it's well worth it and a terrific way for mental mastery. Remember that the next time you come across a problem, it is something to grow through rather than something to run from. Accept discomfort, tilt toward the challenge, and see how it transforms you. Lesson 4. The power of perspective. Lesson 4. The power of viewpoint explains why two people may go through the same event yet react fairly differently. Marcus Aurelius was rather adept at this, as he realized that our choices of viewpoint define our overall experience of life. Assume you are having a lousy day. Nothing seems to go right. Your instinct might be one of frustration, perhaps even rage. What if, however, you shifted your perspective instead? Marcus would counsel us to back up and question, is this really as horrible as it seems? From this, what ideas might I find useful? Seeing the world via a lens helps us to grasp perspective. If your lens is blurry from pessimism or limited thinking, everything will appear difficult. But if you can adjust your lens, that is, see challenges as opportunities, mistakes as lessons, and interruptions as occasions to build patience, you will find that negotiating life gets a lot simpler. Marcus encouraged himself constantly to see things as they are, not as he wanted or feared they should be. This practice taught him to be cool and logical apart from his environment. Remember that the next time you find yourself in a trying situation, you may choose your point of view. It may possibly change everything. Lesson 5. The impermanence of life. Let's investigate something modest and inspiring. The impermanence of life. Marcus Aurelius thought on the fleeting nature of all around us rather extensively. Though that sounds a little heavy, it's only a reminder to live completely and enjoy the present. Marcus understood that nothing lasts forever, and that neither our happiness nor our difficulties nor even our own existence. He turned this knowledge into motivation to focus on what matters instead of letting it pull him down. Understanding that time is limited sharpens your priorities. You start to appreciate close connections, your passions, and the events that enliven life. Think about it. How frequently do we lose awareness of the fact that life is passing by and get consumed with minor issues? Marcus's knowledge encourages you to let go of the tiny details and appreciate what we already possess. This is a call to be present, to welcome the fleeting nature of life, and to optimize every possibility. Thus, keep in mind the impermanence of life the next time you find yourself worrying over something that won't finally matter. Use it as a roadmap to focus on what's really important and live every day with thankfulness and direction. Lesson 6. Focus on your own path. Comparatively to others, current culture makes it really easy for one to get caught up in. Marcus Aurelius, however, gave some timeless advice for this. Pay attention to your own road. He understood that everyone follows their own road, and that constant comparison of ourselves with others is not only futile but also damaging. Think about the time we spend fixated on the behavior of others in our personal lives, at work, or on social media. We juxtaposition jobs, relationships, even appearance. Marcus realized, though, that true joy comes from within, from realizing you are living in line with your own values and aspirations. Marcus would often reflect on the fact that, for our own growth, what others do is beyond our control and ultimately useless. Emphasizing your own path helps you eliminate the pressure to live up to others and the anxiety of comparison. Your own growth, your own achievements, and the person you are becoming into begins to satisfy you. Back off then. When you find yourself comparing your road to another, remember that nobody else defines your success. Your path is unique. Keep boldly ahead and stress what truly matters to you. Lesson 7. The virtue of patience, usually heard as a virtue. Patience is scarcely something we really practice. Marcus Aurelius came to see that patience is essential for both balanced existence and mental mastery. The ability to wait, bear, and keep cool can seem like a lost gift in a society when everything is under our control. Marcus knew that our calendar does not always depict the course of events in life. Dealing with imperial issues or personal problems, he acquired patience to maintain his inner peace. He knew some tasks take time. Hence, hurrying them would just irritate him and lead to negative results. In our modern life, we are frequently in a hurry, whether it is trying to rush through difficult situations, want immediate fulfillment, or expect quick advantages from our activities. Marcus reminds us, nevertheless, that patience is about waiting properly rather than merely about waiting. It's about gently persevering, under pressure maintaining cool, and believing that the right things will happen at the right moment. Recall Marcus's advice. Then the next time you find yourself growing annoyed, slowness, inhale deeply. Embrace the now you are living in, not merely a virtue. Patience is a great tool for helping you to control your thinking and lead a more methodical, peaceful life. Lesson 8. The importance of purpose. Let's talk about the necessity of purpose, which drives every one of us. Marcus Aurelius claimed that having a clear objective helps one to have a contented life. Goal for him was not only about high ideals, but also about realizing your role in the world and live daily in line with it. Marcus realized that only from our intentions does our life have direction and value. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning and drives us ahead under challenging conditions. Whether it meant running Rome, caring for his family, or learning philosophy, Marcus addressed everything with a feeling of commitment and intention. In our busy surroundings, it's easy to lose ourselves in the hunt of goals unrelated to us. What is my actual goal? Whose life should I wish to represent? Everything else falls in place when you know your goal. Your choices grow simpler, your drive stronger, and your sense of fulfillment deeper. Marcus says, spend some time then thinking about what truly matters to you. What gives your life purpose? Living with intention makes every day count and encourage you to move towards something substantial rather than just passing through the motions. Lesson 9. Grow. Thankfulness. Marcus Aurelius realized that a great way to find satisfaction and peace is to value what we already have instead of stressing what we need. Marcus often stopped in his thoughts to thank the blessings in his life. Even among the turmoil of running an empire, though it sounds like a simple concept, thankfulness can change how we view life. Listing your blessings, your health, your relationships, your opportunities, you might start your day. This change in emphasis might be very important. When we focus on the positives, even in trying circumstances, we begin to see the abundance all around us instead of moping over what is absent. Realizing the wonderful sides of his life allowed Marcus to overcome challenges with grace and courage. His approach of appreciation was about changing his perspective and actions rather than merely about feeling happy. Try this simple exercise the next time you find yourself caught in a negative or frustrated spiral. Stop to think about what you are thankful for. It could be as simple as a beautiful sunset or a nice sentence. Developing thankfulness helps us to stay grounded, value the present, and negotiate life with a more positive attitude. Lesson 10. Live in harmony with nature. Marcus Aurelius considered that a good life relied on one being in line with nature, especially our own environment. Seeing nature as our guide, he transmitted teachings about balance, acceptance, and our part in the big scheme of things. Lesson 10. Live in harmony with nature. Marcus urged us to welcome the rhythms of nature, as he knew that ups and downs in daily life fit a greater cycle. Consider how often we try to struggle against what we cannot change or manage outcomes. So, bucking the natural flow of life, accepting this will help us to live more harmonically and peacefully. Living in harmony with nature also means relating with our own genuine nature. Marcus would often ponder the idea that our nature is logical, moral, and compassionate. Living in line with these ideas offers peace and fulfillment. This practically means learning to balance our daily life, that is, between activity with silence, work with relaxation, ambition with fulfillment. It also means valuing our connection to the surrounding natural world. Then ask yourself, am I living in tune with nature and my own nature? The next time you discover you are off target, embracing this alignment can help you lead a more balanced, calm, and deliberate existence.